so they can be up there just for posterity's sake. But when I was on here the other day, I was talking, and the volume was not that good. I've turned the music down on Minecraft, and the music was not that good. But the family member that I've been kind of staying with and helped take care of for the last 3 years, there is some shit going on, and I just don't know if I care anymore. I really don't. And I found out the other day, might have been last week, the homeowner here and my sister, they were going to meet with a lawyer, and I'm like, oh, well, you need me to go? And she's like, oh, no, not in, like my sister's in charge. And, in the past, when this kind of stuff, I was always included. And now looks like they're, and again, maybe I'm overreacting on this, I don't know. But the other stuff I found out just today, doesn't look good. Absolutely does not look good. But, they clearly want to do this without me being around. And I think this might be why my brother's down here, because my brother came. And because my whole thing was they were definitely going to clear up some stuff. And some of it needs to be done, but they're also going to change the will. And like I said in the last one, the homeowner, she's got according to the doctor, she's got 4 months to live or less. And to me, I know the state she's in. I mean, she was just fucking bonkers when she was in the hospital for low sodium. She's not doing that great now. She comes in and out of being, I just don't think legally she's in a state where she can actually be going in there and changing her will like this. And I let my sister know that, it goes back to when I was still working. We're talking fucking over 20 years ago, I believe. I don't know. I don't even know. I think the guy is dead, but I'm not sure. But I did reach out, and I haven't gotten anything from email yet. But I did find the original lawyer, and I reached out to him. But again, I'm not even sure if that guy's still alive, to be completely honest. But I was kind of asking when he redid the will, because my understanding is the will was supposed to be redone. So I inherited the house because I had put some money into this house a while ago and helped take care of it. And so I thought that's what was supposed to happen. And my big thing is, I don't think it's legal. I don't think you should be doing it. And I honestly think, because again, and they're going in today. And the lawyer in question, he is Matthew Frank. He's in Janesville, and he's with the Frank Law Firm or something like that. Yeah, Frank Law Office is where it is. And I just don't see how a competent and honest lawyer could actually go about changing the will for this with the state she's in. And my sister has power of attorney, and I never really questioned that. And I don't think it should be me, because again, if I was still healthy, if things were like they were 20 years ago, then yeah, maybe I should be power of attorney. But with the way my health is, I'm just not sure that's a good idea either. And again, the things that I've kind of had in mind, I don't think it really matters one way or another, but it's still a matter, one of those, it just isn't right. It just absolutely is not right. And because she's doing it because she's the power of attorney, and I think my brother might be involved in it, but that was the whole thing the other day. I'm just like, well, they shouldn't be changing the will when she's not, I don't think she's completely competent right now. Because there's times where I have to argue with her because it's stuff she needs to do. And, the one day she was asking me, well, do I have to take that salt pill? I go, I asked my sister to contact the doctor and find out if you could quit taking it. And I go, I don't think she did it. I go, I think she just sort of blew it off. Because I think what was happening is I think her body was reacting, because I think she was just getting overindulged in salt. And I think every time she took her salt tablet, it took a little bit for her body to process. It got to where she wasn't peeing, and I didn't understand. I didn't find out about it. Nobody tells me about it, even though I'm the one here taking care of her. But she couldn't pee or wasn't peeing. And I'm like, well, if she's got too much sodium, because I said, at first I'm like, well, I don't really know anything about that because nobody fucking told me. And then I got thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm not 100% sure, but I go, if you're getting too much sodium in your body, I go, I think your body starts to retain water to offset that much sodium. And it's why I was kind of asking for, hey, get a hold of the doctor, find out, and then nothing. It's like, hey, look, I asked. She didn't contact the doctor. She didn't fucking get back to me. I go, you got to take it until we run out. I'm doing what I can, but now, and then the other thing she did, she almost got killed because my sister talked to the one person from the hospital, and they told her to start giving her warfarin again. And you got to understand, like, they told her to quit taking it, like almost a week before, because her blood pressure was like almost her blood thinness. It was the number was like about twice what they wanted it. Like, it was supposed to be between 2 and 3, and it was over 6. And so my sister had talked to her, and that's fine. And then she tells me, she goes, well, yeah, they wanted her to go back on what she was taking before, so she wants a pill she wants a half a pill every day. And I go, she wasn't taking anything before. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, they called about a week ago, and they told her to quit taking the warfarin. And then my sister and brother, oldest brother, they just fucking walked out like, oh, he's fucking just delusional or whatever. And what happened was I called her up, and while I was in the middle, they just fucking walked off like, oh, well, she'll straighten him out. That was kind of the attitude, and they're all kind of rolling their eyes. And I start talking. I go, hey, look, you guys told her to quit taking this. And I go, she was in the hospital. I had to take her to the emergency room because she fell. And I go, her blood pressure was still high. That was on a Sunday. And I go, then, and I even told him, I go, well, we don't need to take her. And the doctor at the emergency room basically agreed. She goes, well, yeah, you can call them and just give them the number with, well, my mom, again, not competent. She's like, oh, I'm going. And she just kept it up. And at a certain point, I'm like, fuck it. You guys want to be fucking stupid? Just do it. I'm getting to where I don't give a shit. Because if they don't want to lie, if they don't want to listen to me and she ends up dying, my life gets easier, and I'm going to do everything I can. But this idea of arguing with people who are arguing with, well, you're trying to do the right thing, I'm just getting sick of it because it ain't affecting me. My life actually gets easier. I can move on to my next phase of my life when this is over. So at a certain point, because like she was the one who told me, oh, well, I got to start doing this or my doctor's going to put me into rehabilitation to get better. So I would sit there, well, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? No. And I finally told him, like, hey, look, I'm kind of in this boat. If she don't want to listen, fuck it. I'm done arguing with people. I am absolutely done fucking arguing with people. And, because this happened when my dad had Alzheimer's. I got him, and it was a long story, but I got him on, it ended up, I think it was a bipolar medication. And I got him on that so he wouldn't be so violent. Well, then I left to go to Indiana, and then my mom was like, oh, he's sleeping a lot. And I don't want him to sleep, so we're gonna get that medication reduced. And I'm like, and I was gonna argue with her, and I thought, and I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but I'm just being honest that, I had enough shit going on. I wasn't here anymore. And I honestly thought, well, you know what? He's either going to kill her or maybe he'll knock her head out of her ass. Because I had sat there in the house. It's one of the reasons why I stayed with him. I watched him throw shit at her head. I watched him try to get violent with her. And I got to where, I'm tired of this shit. I'm absolutely fucking tired of it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And so, and I'm like, okay, fuck it. We're, hey, I'm going to go do my thing. You sit here in the fucking, in the dark, fucking watching TV. You go right ahead. You'll end up like my brother. You'll gain weight. Your health will get worse. I just don't give a fuck. And So, that's what's been going on. Well, like I said in that last one, I started getting worried about the lawyer thing. And what I found out today is now some of it they need to do. There's been some things that, they should have been done before her husband died. And they're going to get done now. But again, this is what I found out today. What they're going to do is the money that, we're all supposed to get, supposed to be divided like 4 ways. Oh, my oldest brother and my sister, they're going to put that in a trust that they have control of for me and my brother. And this is the thing, and I talked to the homeowner about it. And I told her, I go, hey, look, that house was supposed to be left to me because of money that I put into this, things I did to help them fix it up. And I go, it's your house now. You don't have to, legally, you don't have to. But I told her, I go, this is kind of what I've been talking about, where you've been kind of taking advantage of me since I got back. And I told her I'm honestly fucking sick of it, but I don't really care because I just don't do as much. I'm not spending all the time with her that I was. That's going to free me up to do some stuff online, before the end. I don't care. But I told her, I go, this is the same kind of thing. And I go, I told her, I go, I don't think it's legal for your will to change. And I go, I think it can be challenged afterwards. But I go, I don't think it's legal for your will to change when you're in the state you're in. I go, you're not really competent right now. She's not able to drive. The story she told us in the hospital when she was in there for her sodium, she was talking about dog fights, I think, in the hospital. And other stuff. It was just fucking crazy shit. It sounded like some fucking drug-fueled fucking dream. But I go, I don't think it's legal what they're doing. I go, I don't think it's right. It shouldn't be. I go, this is something you guys should have done a while ago, and now it's too late. And then my mom brought some of this up because I made the comment. I go, look, and there was something Laura said. That'd be my sister, where she didn't talk like, oh, well, maybe someday. It sounds like when this will is over, when this is done, it sounds like they might sell their house in town and move up north to their cabin. And see, here's the thing, my sister's acting as the agent or power of attorney or whatever. Well, now she's going in. Well, my mother is not feeling good, might not be competent, and she's changing the will so that she gets more money. Because instead of the house going to me, she's going to get a share of it now. And she lied to me. I don't know if she lied or if she's getting it from this lawyer, this Matthew Frank, attorney at law from Frank Law in Wisconsin, Janesville, Wisconsin. But she's going to basically do things. Well, my mom's not competent, so that she gets more money. That adds to the fucking problem here. And my brother, they're doing this. They're doing stuff while she's not competent to put themselves in charge of my money that should be coming to me. And it just smells. It just fucking smells to high heaven. And I don't know. But that's what's going on. But like I said, I just don't think I have the energy to fight this shit with the health problems I got. But that's what's going on right now. I think I'm gonna wait, but I think I am gonna file something to see if I can get this guy sanctioned. Or it just doesn't seem right. But that's what I found out today, that and she, because this is the thing, this happened with my grandparents. There was some shit that went on, and I never really would have thought my sister would be in on this. And it was something the property owner said, because and I made the comment, I go, well, it sounds like she might be moving up to her cabin. And she goes, oh yeah, we've talked about that. She goes, it sounds like they might. And it's the pharmacy. Screw it. They can leave a message. And Yeah. And but that just fucking really bothers me. I mean, it really bothers me that they're pulling this shit. I cannot begin to tell you how much that bothers me. And hang on, I'm just gonna wait for the fucking phone to shut up. It's like they should figure out that I'm not fucking picking up. It's CVS Pharmacy, and it ain't nothing for me, so fuck it. And because this was the thing, this was what I was told last week by my sister, that, oh, well, we have to put the house in everybody's name or it'll go through probate. And I've looked into it, and that's a lie. I don't know if it's a lie she told me or if it's a lie the lawyer told her. They can put that property into a living trust, and it doesn't have to go through probate. And then this is what's really insulting about it. She was talking, Dave, well, all the money you're supposed to get, we're going to put into a trust, and me and Jim will be in charge of it. And I'm like, yeah, that fucking idiot. I mean, my God. And that's just, so I just, no, that just doesn't seem right. And if that lawyer's a part of it, he should lose his fucking law license for it. That's just fucking outrageous. That, like, again, they're going over there today. My mom just had a bout of diarrhea. She is not fucking, and he's probably just gonna fucking rubber stamp whatever she tells. This really seems like a fucking dishonest lawyer to me. It really seems. Oh, and then I did file a complaint online. Let me find it here. I think I shut my, oh no, I have my inbox open. But I went and where you can file complaints on these guys. Well, one of them is a AVVO. It's a review site for these lawyers, and I don't think that's a credible place to get your lawyer reviews, because I pointed out what I found out this guy was doing, and they denied the review. And so, and I don't know if this is something where they're collecting money from the lawyers or whatnot, but they did not want to accept my review of him. And so it seems to me that this is a place they're probably getting kickbacks from the lawyer. I don't know that. That's an opinion. But I would not be surprised if you find out that this is a place where these lawyers pay, and then these places will only allow positive reviews. They will only allow positive reviews of the lawyers, would be my guess. Because what I put in there should have been allowed. This is something that people should, but they clearly seem to have a stake in making sure that there's good reviews of these lawyers, not accurate reviews of these lawyers. And so we'll go from there. But I think I am going to file a complaint to try and get that guy disbarred, or at least sanction the shit out of him. And go. I might even put a comment on the Better Business, but that just, I don't know. But yeah, they're going in there when she's not mentally competent right now, and then they're going to put my money in a fucking trust so they can decide how I spend it. It's like, yeah. And I'll tell you this, if I come into the money, if I do hit the lottery, I am going to hire a lawyer, and I am going to go, and I don't care if all they do is spute, just basically gouge up every cent that's in that. But this to me is wrong. It just seems fucking wrong. It just literally absolutely seems wrong that they're doing it. And if they want to do that, if I ever get the money to where I can go in and challenge all this bullshit, I will make sure that I basically just, fight it for as long as I can, and just have them use the money from the estate to tie it up, because this just seems fucking wrong.